home.
All right, Dad. You got 15 minutes.
15 minutes,
14 minutes.
Oh, come on, Frank.
That's
Well, take
it.
your handcuffs off her, okay?
Dad, I can't do that.
Frank! Frank!
How is he?
Little Henry's fine. He's with Elaine. He's probably sleeping right now. How are you?
Ah, you can see.
Something else has got you all tied up. What is it? Talk to me.
Jeffrey called. He's found me. And he's given me an ultimatum.
My mama always said that if the first cup of tea didn't fix things, the second one will.
She did not.
No, she didn't. I just wish that there was something I could do to make you feel better.
I don't think there's anything that can fix this. I don't think all the tea in China is going to take the pain I have inside away.
No, you're right. Only time will do that.
Would you please stop saying that? I know that you feel a terrible ache inside of your heart every time you think about Josh Lewis being married to another woman, and you can't tell me you don't.
You cannot compare Josh and I to you and Rick.
Why not?
For lots of reasons, Abby. One of which is that Josh and I created our own situation.
Rick created more than a situation. He created a baby.
Prenatal multivitamin, multi-formula, Annie Lewis. Dr. Kumar. Yes, hello. Is this Dr. Kumar's office? Yeah, my name is Joshua Lewis, and my wife is a patient of the doctor's, and I'd like to speak to him about her. Her name is Annie Lewis.
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, that's all right. Annie, you have a lot on your mind.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Would it be safe to say that you've been doing some shopping?
How did you ever guess? Let me show you what I got. What do you think?
Very nice, very nice. Yes, it's a little old-fashioned for your taste, but I think Reva's mother would have enjoyed it very much.
I think so. That's what I thought. I mean, I was looking at a few, but this one really called out to me.
I think it could fool Reva very nicely.
No, Ellen. It's going to do more than that. This little cameo is my insurance that Reva will never have my husband.
Annie, that's a lot to ask from a small piece of costume jewelry, don't you think?
Not when you consider what I went through to try to find this. Here, let me show you something. Watch this.
Broken clasp.
Voila.
Ah, picture of young Sarah, yes. Well, you created proof of the child's existence, Annie.
Absolutely.
And whoever possesses this cameo will appear to be Reva's long-lost sister.
Yes.
Is that it?
This plan is perfect.
Well, Annie, nothing is perfect. You know, I still don't understand why you think that Reva is going to give up Josh.
Well, that depends on the person she finds wearing it.
And who might that be?
Sweetie, I know how hurt and angry you feel right now.
Wouldn't you be?
Yes. But what I'm saying is that what happened between Rick and Blake was an accident. An accident of fate.
you not agree with that? And even if it was an accident, Rick waited almost a year to tell me the truth.
Rick didn't want to hurt you. That's why he didn't say anything.
I have been taught, and I have always believed, that God is watching over us.
He is.
Well, how on earth could he let this happen?
Oh, honey, I'm the last one to be answering questions like that.
I have always, always believed that if I do the right thing and I trust in the Lord and I follow his will, that my path will be completely clear to me and everything is going to be okay, but it is not okay. None of this is okay, and I don't think it is ever going to be okay.
We all make choices. Rick made his, I made mine. Josh married Annie, and suddenly I lied to you before. The pain doesn't get any easier. All we can do is pray that the hurt doesn't last forever.
What can I do for you, Mr. Lewis?
Well, Dr. Kumar, I just wanted to ask you if, well, about the pregnancy, if everything's going along the way it should.
I was hoping I'd meet you in person. When you come in, we will talk.
Well, everything's okay, isn't it?
Mr. Lewis, I do not question your concern, but I never discuss a patient without them being present.
Well, I can certainly understand that. I was just wondering if there's anything I should be doing now that would help out Annie and the baby.
As a matter of fact, there is. There's something you can do today.
Okay, why don't you tell me what that is, and I'll do it then.
Your wife has an ultrasound scheduled this afternoon. Why don't you come with her?
That sounds great. You know, she's not here right now, but I could meet her there. Where are you located?
Hold on. I'll get my nurse to give you the information.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis. I look forward to meeting you. Hold on, please. My nurse will talk to you.
Okay, and thanks again, Doctor.
Glad I tracked you down.
Reva, you're something else. How did you find me?
A little help from a friend. Actually, Eleni. She told me where you were. Is Jenna okay?
She wants to know if you're all right. Oh, she's going to be, and she thanks you for asking.
I really hate bothering you, Buzz, but you know that guy you told me you knew from Vietnam?
Yeah, I did what you asked me to.
Well, yeah, I know. It's just that nobody's shown up here yet.
Oh, come on. Give the guy a chance. He has to rearrange his whole schedule.
What did you say his name was again?
Luke Taylor. He's the best in the business. If he can't help you, nobody can.
I don't know how I'm ever going to repay you, Buzz.
Get off the phone. Time's running out over here.
Thanks. I owe you.
You don't owe me anything. I'll catch you later. Okay, now where were we?
That sounded important.
You know what? Yeah, it is to Reva, but time is running out now. About Jeffrey.
Is there a problem?
Yeah, there's a problem. You keep dodging all my questions. The guy's holding something over you. But what did he say in the phone call? Again.
He said he'd pay my bail.
Well, how decent of him. He did say something else, though, didn't he?
Yes, he's going to retain the top lawyer and cover all legal fees.
Boy, what a guy. First he nabbed your kid, now he's going to pay your legal fees. Talk about sending mixed signals.
You don't fully understand.
Exactly my point.
But I do. I know exactly why he took Henry. It was the only way he could make certain that I would go to where he was.
Oh, and you're going to go along with his garbage.
He said he'll get me out of here.
You don't trust me to do that for you? Look, let me put it this way. Jeffrey says he'll spring you. There's got to be a hitch. There's got to be something he wants you to do for him.
Just bring Henry and go to him right away.
That's all.
Well, the other part of the bargain is that I'm to promise him that I will never again set foot in Springfield.
Springfield meaning me, right?
Uh-huh.
And you said?
Jeffrey has a way of putting things. If I don't do what he says, he's going to make my life a living hell, and I know he can do that, so I don't really have a choice.
So what did you tell him?
Nothing yet. But I plan on saying yes.
Oh, come on, you can't do that. You'd be signing off your life to, a life of crime. Come on. With a man you don't love. Or do you?
Please stop asking me that question. Buzz, our relationship is far more complex than all of this. I can't just explain it to you in simple terms.
That means you don't love him, do you?
Ah! Things are not always absolutely simple, like your feelings towards Reva.
Oh, what? Reva and I are done.
Oh, come on. Frank gave us 15 minutes to be together in here, and half of the time you spent it on the phone with her. She's obviously still in your
You
life.
can't totally stop a relationship just like that.
My feelings exactly.
Oh, boy. Oh, you're quick on your feet. I'm not letting you go back to him. There's something you're hiding.
You're not going to let me go back to him. Well, that's good of you, considering I can't go anywhere. You really don't know what you're talking about.
I don't care. I just don't care. There's got to be some way to get you out of here and to keep you and your baby safe.
There isn't. If there was, don't you think I'd be doing it by now? Let's just drop it.
Who do you think you're talking to here?
I know exactly who I'm talking to. I don't want you putting yourself on the line anymore. I don't want it, not for me and not for Henry.
Frank?
Now, what are you doing?
Give me 2 hours. Don't talk to Jeffrey. If he calls, don't answer. Just give me 2 hours.
Look, if you're asking...
No, all I'm asking for is to keep her on ice till I get back. Hey, hey! Trust me.
If my father gets hurt because of your mess, you will be sorry.
Never mind, I know what you tell me to do. What you told me to do in Italy.
Be good to each other. There's nothing that you can't forgive if you try.
I'm gonna go get a doctor.
No. There's any time.
Yes, there is. There's plenty of time. There's all kinds of time. I'm gonna go get someone.
No, honey. Don't you have regrets? Love each other. You were meant to be.
There's no way, Mama. Not yet, anyway. Maybe never. Just a minute, I'm coming.
Hi, I'm Luke Taylor. I heard you were looking to speak with me.
Okay, so what do you think about my idea?
It's very brilliant or foolish. I'm not for sure which one.
Well, I'm willing to take the risk. Alan, you gotta push a little bit harder.
And what if you get caught?
Push. Oh, I'm not gonna get caught. Not as long as you're helping me.
You realize if you pull this off, Reva will be devastated.
Yeah, I know. But if I don't do it, I'm gonna be devastated, and I don't know what else to do. One more.
There's got to be another way to do this, Annie.
Do not tell me that you care about how Reva feels, not after everything that she's done to you.
You really think she's going to buy this?
Absolutely. Good.
All right, then. If I were you, I would prepare Reva before she meets her sister. Tell her about how hard life was growing up without the rest of the family.
You're right. Yeah, she didn't have all the advantages Reva did.
Well, you have to be careful there, because Reva didn't have a lot of advantages either. They were dirt poor. She went to bed hungry many a night.
Oh, it's very sad. But they did have each other now, didn't they?
Huh, that's the idea.
But Reva's long-lost sister didn't have anyone. She just had a string of foster homes and bitter disappointments and endless feelings of abandonment.
I believe you got it.
And even though Reva was poor and hungry when she was a child, she was way, way ahead of her sister. Oh, it's going to break her heart when she hears this.
I believe it will. I do.
Okay, good. Okay, let's take a little break.
Oh, come on.
You know what? If you don't mind, I'm going to check Ross's answering machine. I haven't done that for a little while, and see how Reva's trip to California went. Do you mind?
Yes, my guess. You know, I still don't understand how you got Blake to bug her husband's phone. Annie.
Well, Alan, I need some secrets for myself, even from you. I'm going to put it on speakerphone so you can hear.
Okay.
What? Never done this before. What do I do?
If I'm not mistaken, that's the sound of a removed bug.
No, Blake!
I hate to say this, Annie, but I think Blake will no longer help you. Now, are you sure that she will not tell her husband what you're up to?
Blake cannot tell Russ what I'm doing. I mean, she just can't. I warned her not to, but what if she didn't listen to me? What if she does anyway? What if she tells Russ what I'm doing?
Look,
No! Alan, I have to stop her!
Sit down. You're not going to do anything until you calm down and get a hold of yourself. Now, I know what you're feeling right now. I know what you're going through. You're in a very dangerous place, Annie.
I love Josh.
I know you love him, and you don't want to lose him, right?
No. He's my world. If I don't have him, who am I? I'm nothing. I'm lonely. I'm dependent. I'm invisible.
Annie, that is not true. That is not true whatsoever. I mean, you are the most competent, together, beautiful woman that I've ever known.
You don't have to say that.
I'm not saying that to make you feel better. I'm very surprised that you don't know that about yourself,
It doesn't matter
Annie.
what I have. It doesn't compare to what Josh sees in Reva. And if I don't have Blake on my side, then it's all changed.
We're not for sure that Blake moved the bug.
Oh, Ross? If Ross found it, then that's worse. He's going to go up to Blake and ask her about it, and I know Blake. She's going to blow it.
Why? I mean, she's gone along with it so far. Why would she do that?
It's over.
Oh.
It is over. Blake's life is a shambles. Ross found out that Rick is the father of one of his boys.
What?
It sounds incredible, but it's true. Rick fathered one of Blake's twins, and Ross walked out on her. Now she's worried that her marriage is over.
Ross Marler and Rick Bauer, two of the most respected men in Springfield, and people are always telling me that I should
about that, okay? What am I going to do? If Ross finds out that Blake was helping me, he's going to go directly to Josh, and I am going to lose everything that I fought so hard for.
Annie, you listen to me. You're letting your love for Josh make you afraid, and you can't do that.
What am I going to do?
You're going to do nothing until you regain your focus. Do you understand? You're not going to make one move until you know it is the right one.
Surely you don't expect me to just sit down while my world is falling apart. I can't do that.
Annie, if you want to hold on to Josh, that's exactly what you're going to do. Now, I know what I'm talking about. I know what it's like to make choices out of desperation. Now, you love Josh, but you're operating right now from fear. Fear that you're going to lose him. Annie, that's what I did with my sons. And look at our relationship now. I don't want you to make the same mistake. Because if you do, you will regret it the rest of your life. I know, because I do.
Think? You just want me to think?
Yes, I want you to think, and I want you to separate things. Peel away the layers of your fear. Now, one of the problems is Blake. The other is Reva. Keep them separate. I want you to think with your mind, not your heart. Of course, you have another choice. You could quit and accept the fact that you are going to lose Josh. What's it going to be, Annie?
That's my mother. She died a few months ago in Italy.
She looks like a nice lady.
Oh, yeah, she was the best. I'm just grateful that I was able to be... It's still hard to talk about.
Yeah, I know. When my mother passed on, it took me a long time to get over it. As I understood it, before she died, your mother told you you had a sister that you didn't know about.
Yes, that's right. Nobody really knew, but from the time I found out about her, I did everything I could to find her. And I did find out some things. I know that when she was younger, she went by the name of Danny LaFontaine. Mm-hmm. And I tracked her as far as Big Sur, California, and she spent some time there as a teenager.
Well, it sounds like you're doing pretty well on your own. Why do you need me?
Well, I'm stuck. I don't know where to go or what to do next. And Buzz was very confident that you might be able to help me.
Well, I can try. What else did you dig up on Danny?
Well, from what I heard, she was very troubled and restless. She always seemed to be looking for something and got into a lot of trouble.
Like a lot of kids.
This is my sister that I'm talking about. And I have nightmares about how alone she must have felt. And I just feel that if I'd known about her earlier, I might have been able to do something to help her.
I always found that living in the past takes precious time away from the present.
You're right. I just need to find her.
You say you tracked her back to Big Sur, California?
Yes. From what I understand, she had a pretty rough time there. She didn't have any money, and she basically lived on the street. I really don't know how she managed to live.
How old did you say she was then?
16 or so.
What happened after that?
Well, from what people said, she headed back to Chicago to try to start over again, and that's the last anyone heard from her.
Were there any missing persons reports filed back in Big Sur?
I don't think so. In fact, I really didn't even think to look into it. I was just so upset when I found out the kind of life that she had there.
Well, this sounds like it's a real labor of love for you.
Well, it is. I just promised my mama that I'd find her.
Even so, I've tracked down a lot of missing persons. And people want to find them for one of two reasons. Either there's a legacy of some kind, or it's a real labor of love.
Well, there's no legacy here. Not for money, anyway. Speaking of which, I hope that this is going to be enough to get you started.
I tell you what, if you throw in a telephone and a cup of coffee, you're on.
I can do that. The coffee's back there, and there's a phone right over there.
That'll do it.
Do you think that you'll find her?
If she's alive. Hi, how goes it? Put on your hunting gear. We've got some tracking to do.
Coming. Vivian, I'm glad you decided to drop by.
I'm not sure why I did.
Oh, come on. Come on in. Oh, come on. I'm not here to give you any lectures. David's out of town. Fifth Street mess is all behind us now, so please, come on.
Just get to the point, please.
It's about an old friend.
Ah, goodness sake. This is about the Jenna Bradshaw case, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, if you think you're going to get me to drop charges, you can forget it.
Well, that settles that, then. Don't bother taking off your coat, and thanks for dropping by.
You're not even going to try to convince me?
Ah, why? It's just a colossal waste of time. But yeah, you get back to what you know you do. All those good works you do for all those good causes. Get back to your husband, get back to the hospital, all the things you do for all the reasons you do them.
Fine. You're right. This was a colossal waste of my time.
It's great that you got all your mistakes behind you.
Yes, it is.
Especially the one that messed all those people's lives up.
That's enough.
Jenna didn't make nearly the mistake you made. And it didn't cause half as much damage. But you, go. Go with God and take your squeaky clean conscience with you.
I live with what I did to Jilly and Charles and Griffin every day of my life.
And Jenna's living with what she did. And she did it for her son.
You can't actually believe her story that she was putting my jewelry back in the safe.
Yes, I do. I do. And not only that, she had somebody else with her that night. Before you found her, she was trying to talk her partner out of stealing anything.
When she was found, she was quite alone.
Hear what I say. Don't trust what your eyes saw that night. Hear what I'm saying to you from my heart.
Why would you believe Jenna over the police? Even your own son believes she's guilty, doesn't he?
I know Jenna. Frank doesn't.
Are you in love with her?
My life is too complicated right now to be in love with anybody.
And there's no other explanation.
Let's just say I know when Jenna's telling the truth and when she's lying.
Maybe she's fooling you.
I don't fool easy.
You're a man. Men have been fooled by the women they love ever since Eve handed Adam an apple.
Nobody's fooling anybody here. I know how Jenna operates. She has a little boy in her life. She knows how she wants her life to go.
There's an old saying. Men think they know, but women know better. You men may have all the power, but when it comes to knowing what a woman wants or who we are, you're very confused.
Oh, is that how it works? I don't think that's the way it works. I think men and women are just in this together. And according to an old Sunday school teacher of mine, Adam and Eve both took a bite out of that apple.
Well, even if you're right, even if what you say about Jenna is true, the fact remains that she's been charged and booked for attempted robbery and breaking into my house. There's precious little that anybody can do to change that.
But you're not just anybody. You're Mrs. Charles Grant. You can get the charges dropped in a flash.
How?
A little lapse of memory would do it.
Oh, forget it ever happened. The DA happens to be a friend of mine. He's much too smart for that.
Just, please, refuse to testify. Your old pal DA, just tell him that you've been in the spotlight with bad publicity over the Griffin thing. You don't want to be in the spotlight again. And you'll be a lousy witness and you'll blow his case. Please. Mrs. Grant, you're intelligent and you're an important member of the community. You can get the charges dropped.
What have you wrong about her?
I'm not.
Just suppose you are. What if she's pulling the wool over your eyes? What if she's released, then goes right back to stealing, walks off with her partner, and leaves you alone looking like a fool in front of everybody in Springfield? Can you handle that?
If you don't believe anything else, believe that.
I know what I'm doing is right.
Are you sure of that, Annie?
Well, I'm sure that I'm the right person for Josh. That is something I'm sure of, and he just needs some space and time, and he'll see it himself.
For your sake, I hope that's true.
It is.
I like you, Annie. I just don't want you to end up like me.
Alan, you act like your life is over. You haven't ended up with anything.
I like your optimism, Annie, but you've got to be aware of the risk. Now, if this doesn't work out the way you want it to, you could end up alone.
That's not going to happen.
Excuse me. Alan Spaulding? Oh, very good. Well, I'll be right here. Good news, Annie.
What? Is it about Reva?
Reva has just hired a private detective named Luke Taylor.
No, she hired someone to help her find her sister.
Yes, congratulations.
No, they go to you. Thank you so much for helping me.
That's all right. We've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, first I have a doctor's appointment, but I'll come back after the appointment, okay? And we can decide what we're going to do with Blake and her big mouth to make sure she doesn't blow everything. And I hope this Luke Taylor keeps Reva very, very busy. Oh, I'm gonna get my purse. Okay, bye. I'll see ya.
Yep. Got it. Thanks.
What did you find out?
Well, I had my people check driver's license back 15 years in 4 states. In Illinois, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, nothing comes up that fits.
Wow, you did all that in just those few minutes on the phone?
No, the computer did. What used to take months takes minutes.
But you still hit a dead end.
Not by a long shot. I thought I made it clear to you that I don't believe in dead ends, only new directions.
So, where do we go now?
To prison. There's a chance that your sister did time. Hi, it's me. I want you to look for a rap sheet on a Danny LaFontaine.
My sister. Oh, my God. I can't believe I finally found you.
I wasn't sure you really wanted to find me.
Oh, no. I've dreamed about this moment from the time Mama told me about you. And I've searched for you for years. I have. I just was afraid that maybe you didn't want me to find you.
Oh, I did. I've had so many dreams for so many years. I prayed myself to sleep every night.
So did I. Oh, look at you. You are so beautiful.
I just wish Mama could have seen it.
She loved you so much. She wanted me to tell you that.
I wish I had known her.
I'll spend the rest of our lives telling you all about her. How much she loved you and missed you and thought about you. Sarah may not have held you in her arms, but she held you in her heart every day of her life.
It's so hard to believe.
I want to know everything about you.
Oh, so much is beginning to make sense to me. Now I know why I never seemed to belong anywhere. I didn't. Because you belonged with us. With me. Now I know why I never thought anyone cared about me.
Mama did. She wanted to make it all up to you. She tried to find you, and when she realized that her time was running out, she asked me to find you for her. That was her Mama's dying wish. And now that it's come true, and that we finally found each other, I'm never going to lose you again.
Reva, I've got something.
Clueless about having a baby. It's incredible. I never understood what it meant, carrying a baby inside of you.
That's how I felt after my first one.
You can't explain it, can you?
No.
I mean, I've helped deliver babies, I don't know how many times, too many to count, and I've never experienced anything like this, not even close. Oh, are these yours? How cute. They're adorable. They look just like you.
Well, kids will do that. Yeah, look like their parents. Actually, my son is the spitting image of his dad.
Oh, really? You know, I can't wait to do what you just did, you know, show my baby's photo to somebody. I have 2 stepchildren already, and they're great, and pretty soon I'm going to have a baby of my own. Listen to me, I sound like I'm the only woman in the world who's pregnant right now.
I thought I was, too. I'll check and see if the doctor's ready for you.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll just read a magazine.
Why are you doing this, Mrs. Grant?
Because I want to.
What did my father say or do to you to get you to do this?
I didn't do anything, Frank. Tell him.
I don't care who tells me. I just want to hear something that makes sense to me, because right now we've got a woman who's been charged, she's been booked, bail's been set, and we've locked her up.
After sober reflection on the night in
On the
question...
night that you found Jenna at the safe. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
After thinking about it, I've come to the conclusion that I can't be sure that I can testify that I actually saw Jenna in my living room stealing my jewelry.
And Miss Grant would like the charges reduced to a mere criminal trespass.
Mrs. Grant, you can't do that.
Why not? It's my house, my jewelry.
I see. So you're just going to let Jenna Bradshaw go off scot-free,
No,
right?
no. That's not her plan. She wants the probation to include accelerated rehab. That's right, isn't it?
Yes, that's it.
So it's just, a little sort of deal. Nice and easy, small.
Thank you for the clarification, Dad.
You do see what's happening, don't you?
Yeah, I see exactly what's happening. And you know what? It stinks. Mrs. Grant, please. Can you imagine the chaos that would be here if every single witness came in here and changed his or her mind because some friend of the alleged perpetrator leaned on them? Please.
No one is leaning on me, Officer Cooper. I'm not some half-wit to be intimidated by the likes of your father.
You say that again.
No. Please don't. Thank you, Jim.
You didn't do anything, did you?
No, but I think you did.
I see. All right. Everybody's going to have to stay put right here in this room because I have to talk to the ADA.
Keep your fingers crossed.
I'm so grateful to you for coming in here and speaking on my behalf. I wouldn't blame you if you were still furious with me.
Believe me, I am.
Oh, well, then I'm even more grateful to you.
You can thank Buzz. If it hadn't been for his impassioned defense of you this afternoon, I would have gone ahead and prosecuted you. Instead, here I am, asking for your release.
I'm so sorry I caused you so much trouble.
Yeah, well, Mrs. Grant here is the salt of the earth when she remembers that not everyone is perfect.
All right, the assistant DA is in the chambers with the judge. He wants to see you right now.
Frank, can you...
Don't talk, please. Follow me. This way.
Sometimes you luck out, and we just did.
What is it? What happened?
One of my researchers was working on another case, and he was looking over some files from a home for runaway kids in Chicago, and he ran across your sister's name.
He found her?
Not her, but her name. She spent some time there some years back.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, that's a start. Evidently, she spent some months there. It's a place called Simon House.
So she was really there?
After California, yes. It's a haven for kids. It's a last stop, not just for runaways, but for throwaways and street types.
Oh, dear God. Oh, I hate to think about the kind of life she had. Please just let her be all right.
Josh, how did you find me?
Well, I talked to your doctor.
What? I mean, why are you here?
I told you I want to be a part of this pregnancy. I do.
Yeah, I know.
And this child that you are carrying inside of you is mine, too.
Hey,
And I want to
really-
make sure both of you are okay.
That's very sweet.
And I wish you had told me about this appointment because we could have come over here together.
Josh, I didn't want to bother you. I didn't want to bother you. It's not a big deal. It's just a routine checkup. And nothing important. It's just a consultation. That's all. The doctor's...
Today's most important. Today is the big day of her first sonogram. You must be Mr. Lewis.
Yes, I am, and I'm very glad to meet you, Doctor.
And I you.
Thank you.
Together we shall look at your baby and see exactly how old it is. Today we'll be able to confirm with almost perfect precision our delivery date.